Thank you very much. May his gentle soul rest in peace, and may God Almighty condole the Chief of Defense Staff and all. Thank you very much. May his gentle soul rest in peace, and may God Almighty condole the Chief of Defense Staff and all officers and men of the Nigerian Army. Please, you may be seated. I welcome you all to Abuja, our center of unity, where national aspirations meet purposeful action. The symbolism of gathering here, our federal capital city, a city that exemplifies the power of unity in diversity, perfectly mirrors our mission to bring together traditional and new partners of Nigeria Customs Service. A year ago, within the vibrant halls of the Lagos Continental Hotel, we made very bold commitments that will reshape our engagement with stakeholders in the year 2024. The Continental Declaration of 2023 marked a turning point in our approach to partnership. It was not just a document of promises, but a blueprint for transformation. Today, in this prestigious hall, I stand before you to demonstrate how those commitments have evolved into tangible achievements. The pledge was comprehensive and ambitious, modernizing our processes through a one-stop solution for cargo alerts, revolutionizing our ICT infrastructure, streamlining inspection procedures, and embracing automation for enhanced efficiency. We committed to reimagining our free trade zone operations, elevating cargo integrity standards, and expanding our scanning capacities. Above all, we promise to usher in a new era of customs operations, one built on transparency, efficiency, and genuine collaborations with our partners. The successful implementation of these measures, and indeed their expansion beyond our initial commitments, has been possible through a powerful coalition of support, and I'll talk about some of them. The first is the visionary leadership of His Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. Next is the strategic guidance of the Honorable Minister of Finance and the Coordinating Minister of the Economy and Chairman of the Nigeria Customs Service Board, Mr. Olawale Edu. This is followed by the commitment of the Nigeria Customs Service Management team and our dedicated officers and men, and of course, the constructive engagement of all our stakeholders, many of whom I have seen here today. Together, we have created a more business-friendly trading environment that aligns perfectly with President Tinubu's economic transformation agenda, while strengthening our capacity to protect Nigerian citizens from the dangers of illicit trade. In pursuing these objectives, we expanded the frontiers of our engagement both within and beyond Nigeria's borders. This past year has seen us not only consolidating existing partnerships, but also forging new alliances crucial to our mission. We have deliberately repositioned the Nigeria Customs Service brand, emphasizing our commitment to trade facilitation and demonstrating a more nuanced application of our authority in executing our regulatory responsibilities. Through extensive stakeholder enlightenment programs, we have opened windows into our operations, fostering better understanding of our procedures and requirements. This renewed approach to partnership has led to the strengthening of existing agreements and the establishment of new ones, all aimed at creating a more collaborative and efficient trading environment for international trade. These strategic engagements and collaborative approaches have yielded remarkable results across our core statutory responsibility. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to announce that as at yesterday, 12th November 2024, at exactly 10 minutes after 1, the Nigeria Customs Service has hit its 2024 revenue target of 5.07 trillion. Thank you very much. As at 13:10 hours yesterday, the Nigeria Customs Service has collected a total of 5,79,455,088,194 naira 38 kobo, with more than a month remaining in the 2024 fiscal year. This exceptional performance, projected to exceed our targets by about 10%, validates our partnership-driven approach to revenue collection and trade facilitation. The achievement is not merely about numbers. It demonstrates how enhanced stakeholder collaboration, improved processes, and modernized systems can deliver tangible results for our nation's economy. Our commitment to trade facilitation has also garnered significant recognition and yielded measurable results. Our leap of 33 places upward in the Presidential Enabling Business Environment Council (PEBEC) rankings is placing us among the top 5 agencies in trade facilitation. It reflects the impact of all our modern initiatives. This improvement goes beyond metrics. It also represents new changes in how we facilitate trade across borders. We have expanded our focus beyond traditional import operations to actively support exporters and nurture recognition of our innovative approaches, which has led to our invitation to share our experience at the prestigious Biashra African Forum in Kigali last month. This recognition culminated in an historic milestone, and that was Nigeria's first shipment of exports under the African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement, making our country's practical commitment to continental trade integration. The momentum of our modernization initiatives continues to build, yielding immediate benefits for all our stakeholders. With your support and collaboration, we have successfully implemented several key reforms. Our Authorized Economic Operator Program, AEO, now has 6 beneficiaries in its pilot phase. And these beneficiaries were carefully selected based on stringent compliance criteria. Another reform, the Advanced Ruling System, has processed 31 requests with 12 rulings issued. Notably, 75% of these were completed in October following our stakeholder sensitization efforts. Additionally, the introduction of 24-hour clearance cargo at major ports has significantly reduced dwell time. The completion of the Nigeria's first-time release study now provides us with empirical data to measure and improve our efficiency, and our enhanced risk management systems are streamlining operations, while the deployment of non-intrusive inspection equipment is accelerating cargo examination while maintaining robust control. And in fulfillment of our enforcement mandate, we have achieved unprecedented success in protecting both our citizens and economy. The scale of our intervention is reflected in seizures valued at 28.1 billion naira, and we are still counting in 2024. These seizures span critical areas of national concern, from wildlife items and arms and ammunition to narcotics and pharmaceutical products. An important moment in our enforcement strategy was the declaration of a state of emergency at our major ports, which led to the interception of 48 containers of illicit pharmaceutical items and narcotics, significantly disrupting the flow of potentially harmful products into our homeland. And through strategic operations, we continue to intercept and seize prohibited items that pose direct threats to public health and safety. Our enforcement activities have been particularly impactful in addressing items that could worsen our current economic challenges. A standout example is the institution of Operation Whirlwind, which was launched under the collaboration and guidance of the Office of the National Security Advisor and the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority. This joint initiative to combat petroleum product smuggling demonstrates how interagency cooperation can effectively protect our national resources and economic stability. The success of these operations underscores a crucial lesson. When agencies work together with shared purposes, we can multiply our effectiveness in safeguarding national interests. In the spirit of transparency, we must acknowledge the challenges that have tested our resolve this year. A primary concern has been the misconception of our role amid monetary policy changes, where some stakeholders viewed our action as trade restrictive rather than recognizing our enhanced environment to trade facilitation. Additionally, we continue to grapple with widespread non-compliance among the larger population of traders who are very numerous, but they contribute relatively smaller portions to our trade volumes, values, and revenue. These external challenges have required us to intensify our stakeholder engagement and compliance initiatives. A significant internal challenge we must address transparently is the unprecedented rate of leadership transitions within our service, the Nigeria Customs Service. The statistics that we have tells a compelling story. We saw 60% of our management team, we saw their exits in 2022. In 2023, we saw off 36%. And in this year, we have anticipated a management exit to the tune of 76%, with projections indicating another 40% of our management staff retiring in 2024. We recognize the urgent need for strategic intervention. In response, we have launched an ambitious human resource development plan that addresses both immediate and long-term needs. And this includes accelerated career progression opportunities for the serving officers, ensuring that talent and dedication are appropriately rewarded, and most significantly, we are making an historic investment in human capital infrastructure through the establishment of a customs university. This is a testament to our commitment to building a knowledge-driven service. All these initiatives, aligned with the WCO's focus on youth leadership development, complement our comprehensive talent management programs that identifies and prepares promising officers for leadership roles, ensuring the service's continued stability and effectiveness. This period of transition while challenging, presents us with a unique opportunity to reshape our future. As we look ahead to 2025, we have crafted an ambitious yet attainable goals that build on our current momentum. We aim to dramatically reduce physical inspection rates through enhanced risk management system. Fully deployed, we hope to fully deploy our e-customs infrastructure and expand the authorized economic operator program. Our focus extends to strengthening regional integration through improved border cooperation and deepening stakeholder engagement through regular consultative forums. These objectives are not just operational targets. They are our vision for a modern customs administration that effectively balances trade facilitation with revenue collection and security. The achievement of these goals, particularly during this period of leadership transition, will require even stronger partnerships with all of you, our stakeholders, from government agencies to private sector operators. Your Excellency, distinguished guests and gentlemen, our conference theme, the Nigeria Customs Service, engaging traditional and new partners with purpose, is particularly relevant at this juncture. As we reflect on our successes and challenges, we are increasingly convinced that no single agency can effectively meet today's customs challenges alone. The intricate nature of international trade coupled with our internal transformation demands innovative partnerships and collaborative approach. The sessions that we have planned ahead promises very rich discussions on revenue collections, trade facilitation, partnerships, and compliance. Your insights and experiences will be crucial in refining our strategies for the coming year, particularly as we develop our next generations of customs leaders. I must express profound gratitude to His Excellency, the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for his continuous support of our modernization initiatives. And to you, all our partners, both traditional and new, your collaboration has been instrumental in our achievements despite the challenges that we have faced. I must salute the President of the Senate, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, and all distinguished senators and honorable members who have provided effective oversight for the operations of Nigeria Customs Service over the last year. Your support has been instrumental to the challenges, to the achievements that we have recorded. And to all hard-working officers and men of the Nigeria Customs Service, particularly those who have served and those who are preparing to take up new leadership roles, your dedication continues to drive our success. As I conclude, let me speak a little bit about success. Because when I speak about success, I must be pleased to announce that Friday evening will be dedicated to celebrating excellence at our awards night. Despite our challenging operating environment, or perhaps because of that environment, it is crucial that we recognize and reward outstanding performance. We have therefore curated an evening that promises to be both significant and entertaining. I warmly invite all our guests to join us for what will be a memorable celebration of achievement and service excellence on Friday night. And perhaps I was thinking about Friday. That was why I erroneously, at the beginning of my address, refer to the Chief of Defense Staff as Lieutenant General. General, my apologies. I sincerely apologize for that. I do know that the CDS is a general's general. Thank you very much for coming. We appreciate you. I urge all of us to look to the next few days to strengthen existing partnerships and forge new ones, as well as to create a legacy of collaboration that will support the service through its transition and beyond, all in the service of our nation's economic development and security. I want to pay particular tributes to all our wives that are here through the president of COA that has given us support over the years to achieve all that we have achieved over the years. They say behind every successful husband that has met their revenue targets, there lies a woman. I thank you very much for your attention.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, make that a bigger round of applause. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this is celebration of grit, determination, gravitas, achievements. Please make it a bigger round of applause for the Nigeria Customs Service and the Controller General of Customs. Only 17 months in the saddle. The results are there. They are glaring. The results, the rest is just to cruise till the end of the year. Certainly, it will be surpassed before the end of this year. Please, let's celebrate this great man, Mr. Bashir Adewale Adeniyi, MFR, Controller General of the Nigeria Customs Service, a true Nigerian, a dedicated man of character, excellence, and distinction that is delivering the goods to the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much, sir. And we move straight on to this special package that the National PRO of Customs announced earlier on. It is an animation. Customs has transformed, and it's a total transformation all around. Even the PR unit has been modernized. You have heard of e-customs, of course, and that e-customs is working in every department. I tell you, a lot of innovations are going on. You have seen the registration, e-registration has been happening. You've seen that. You can also download the program of this event electronically on your phone, and you can follow through without even holding the hard copy. In addition to that, the PR department has put together for the first time ever an animation on the Nigeria Customs Service. Can you believe that? Yes, animation. Why not? If you want to celebrate it, put your hands together as we invite the studio to please shoot it up on the screen. You can dim the light if you want so that our guests will enjoy it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. The message is very clear. Please put the lights back on. Thank you. We move on now to taking some remarks from very important leaders of this country. We will start with the upper legislative chamber. Of course, you know the Nigeria Customs Service could not have attained this 5 trillion naira revenue without the support of our distinguished lawmakers. So it's my honor to invite the chairman, Senate Committee on Customs, Senator Issa Jibril Echocho, for his remarks. Please, sir, let's appreciate the distinguished senator with a round of applause.
The special guest of honor for this occasion, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Federal Republic of Nigeria, represented here today by the National Security Advisor, Malam Nuhu Ribadu. In view of the very long list of very important personalities present here today, may I please appeal to you to enable me stand on the very well-established protocol. My president, the Senate President, ordinarily would have loved to be here today, but for other very important national assignments. He sends his greetings, he sends his apologies. It is a profound honor to join you today at this important gathering, the 2024 Comptroller General of Customs Conference, hosted by the Nigerian Customs Service. As we gather in this esteemed venue, I want to take a moment to acknowledge the remarkable work of Comptroller General B.A. Adeniyi and his dedicated team. Your commitment to excellence, your visionary leadership, and your unwavering service to our nation are deeply appreciated. You are not just leaders in your field, you are champions of progress for all Nigerians. Today, we come together under the theme Nigeria Customs Service, engaging traditional and new partners with purpose. This theme speaks to a truth that resonates deeply with our hearts, within our hearts, that our strength lies in our ability to collaborate and innovate. In a world that is ever-changing, we must embrace both the traditional partnerships that have served us well and the new alliances that can propel us forward. Together, we can create a brighter future for our nation. The Nigeria Customs Service is more than just an agency. It is a vital cornerstone of our economy. You stand as guardians at our borders, ensuring that goods flow seamlessly into our nation while protecting our industries and safeguarding our communities from harm. Your work in revenue generation is not just about numbers. It is about funding the services and infrastructure that our people rely on every single day. In recent years, we have witnessed the transformative power of the Nigeria Customs Service in action. Your initiatives in modernizing customs operations, leveraging technology, and improving efficiency have not only streamlined processes, but have also enhanced transparency and accountability. This is a testament to your commitment to good governance and the trust we must build with the Nigerian people. But let us not forget, the impact of the Nigeria Customs Service goes far beyond trade and revenue. It embodies the spirit of collaboration, of partnership. You work hand in hand with the private sector, civil society, and international organizations. It is this spirit of unity that allows us to create an environment that fosters trade, encourages investment, and drives sustainable economic growth. Today, as we gather here, let us reflect on the importance of these partnerships. In a globalized world, we are interconnected in ways that we could not have imagined a few decades ago. The challenges we face, whether they be economic, social, or environmental, are complex and multifaceted. No single entity can address these challenges alone. It is through collaboration, through dialogue, and through shared purpose that we can forge solutions that stand the test of time. As we reflect on the significance of today's gathering, I urge all government agencies to take a page from the playbook of the Nigeria Customs Service. Let us prioritize engagement with our stakeholders. Let us recognize that collaboration is not just a strategy, it is a foundation of effective governance. When we come together, we can tackle the challenges we face and unlock the potential that lies within our great nation. In addition to fostering partnerships, we must also focus on capacity building. We need to invest in our human resources, ensuring that our workforce is equipped with the skills and knowledge required to meet the demands of an ever-evolving global economy. By empowering our people, we not only enhance the effectiveness of our institutions, but we also create opportunities for our youth and future generations. Let us not ignore the role of innovation in this journey. The world is changing rapidly, and we must adapt to these changes. The adoption of new technologies, the encouragement of creativity, and the promotion of innovative solutions are essential for our growth. We must create an environment where innovators and entrepreneurs can thrive, where new ideas are welcomed, and where the potential for progress is limitless. In closing, I want to express my deepest gratitude to the Comptroller General and to the Nigeria Customs Service for your dedication to service and the critical role you play in our shared journey. Let us continue to work together, hand in hand, embracing the partnerships that will enrich our economy and uplift the lives of our people. Thank you for your presence today, and I encourage each of you to engage actively in the discussions that will unfold in the days ahead. Together we can build a brighter, more prosperous future for Nigeria. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Thank you, distinguished Senator. Of course, the achievement also could not have happened without the support of the Green Chamber. Of course, you all know that the Nigeria Customs Service Act of 2003 has also come in very handy at this time and has helped to redefine the Nigeria Customs Service and reposition it for greater service to this nation. And one man who has also played a key role in all of this, always there, always very supportive, in addition to performing his oversight function, is the chairman of the House Committee on Customs. Very hands-on, very active, very patriotic, and very handsome. Please welcome Honorable Leke Abejide, Chairman, House of Representatives Committee on Customs, for his remark.
Your Excellency, Mr. President, ably represented here by our own National Security Advisor, Malam Nuhu Ribadu. Honorable Minister of Finance, ably represented by Minister of State, the Comptroller General of Nigeria Customs Service, Bashiru Adewale, MFR, Chief of Defense Staff, General Musa, DG DSS, my own brother, all retired Comptroller General of Customs. Let me just stand on already well-established protocol because of time. It is with great honor and pride that I stand on behalf of the Right Honorable Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Tajuddin Abbas, PhD, GCON, and also representing myself as the Chairman, House Committee on Customs, to address you today on 2024 Comptroller General Customs Conference. This gathering shows our commitment to advancing the Nigeria Customs Service as a cornerstone of our nation's economic infrastructure. No doubt, Nigeria Customs Service takes immense pride in having one of her own at the helm of affairs today, after several years of interregnum marked by leadership of either civilian or serving military or retired military officers heading the service. The period has resulted in stunted growth and systemic gap within the service, such as 13-year recruitment freeze and prolonged delays in promotions. However, with the passage in the 9th Assembly and enactment of the Nigeria Customs Service Act 2023 by former President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, we now have a structured pathway forward as stipulated in Section 14 of the Act, which says the President shall appoint a career officer from the service, not below the rank of Assistant Comptroller General of Customs, to be the Comptroller General of Nigeria Customs Service. This legislation has paved the way for career officers to aspire to the highest position within the service. And today, we celebrate our own Comptroller General Bashiru Adewale Adeneye, MFR, who exemplifies the expertise, dedication, and vision needed to drive the Nigeria Customs forward. His leadership heralded a new era of homegrown leadership, a long overdue transition from the decades where the helm of customs was occupied by those outside the service. The Nigeria Customs Service holds a strategic role in Nigeria, serving as the leading agency at our ports, both sea and airports, and border stations, where it fulfills its constitutional responsibilities. These responsibilities include facilitating trade, collecting revenue for the government and accounting for same, safeguarding our borders by combating smuggling. In a country that remains heavily import dependent, the service role in revenue collection is indispensable. While customs service is in developed countries have shifted to focus on export-oriented goals, the reverse is the case in Nigeria, as our current landscape necessitates that the service serve as a primary revenue-generating agency at the ports, seaports, and border stations. The economic concept of mercantilism is a deliberate government attempt for suppressing importation and focus more on exportation of finished goods, especially to boost foreign exchange. However, in our case in Nigeria, the reverse is the case, thus foisting on us the need for the service to rather focus on effective management of imports while maintaining the fiscal balance that sustains our national economy. To fulfill these responsibilities, the service must continuously invest in capacity building for its officers. An agency like Nigeria Customs Service, which operates in a rapidly evolving global economic environment, must prioritize skills development, advanced training in valuation, classification, and international trade laws. It is necessary to do that, not just for revenue accuracy, but to maintain high standards of professionalism and service delivery. It is essential to continue the service officers' education on the complexities of customs law, anti-smuggling techniques, and the latest technologies, so they are equipped to handle both conventional and emerging challenges. It is interesting to know that Nigeria Customs Service is the most automated agency in Nigeria. And this is glaring and can be seen. It has graduated from ASCUDA, Automated System Customs Data, to ASCUDA++, to 961, to 962, and still automating. Clap for yourself. However, our journey towards full digitalization is far from complete. The adoption of cutting-edge custom management software will enhance its efficiency, reduce human error, and increase transparency. Implementing blockchain and artificial intelligence could streamline operations and improve data accuracy, while integrating electronic systems with other agencies' platforms will foster seamless interagency collaborations, as we have seen in the animation just now, which is essential in combating illicit trade and enhancing revenue generation. As leaders, we must establish and enforce stringent ethical standards, ensuring that officers at all levels are held accountable, enhancing oversight mechanism, and maintaining transparency in its operations are vital steps to building a customs service that Nigeria can trust. Accountability is non-negotiable in the service quest to become a world-class custom institution. The service success also depends on collaboration with local and international partners. Effective custom operations rely on broad network of stakeholders, from the ports authority to law enforcement agencies, trade associations, and international bodies. By strengthening this partnership, the service enhances its capacity to combat transnational crimes, including drug trafficking, arms smuggling, and other activities that threaten national security. Global corporations allow us to adopt best practices and stay informed about emerging trends in customs administration. And recently, your new partner, the Trade Modernization Project, has been engaged in modernization efforts of the Nigeria Customs Service. TMP should significantly enhance the operational efficiency and the technological capacity of Nigeria Customs Service, if and only if all aspects of the partnership are executed with precision and aligned with the best practices. With the right approach, TMP can serve as a catalyst for leapfrogging the Nigeria Customs Service into a new era of custom administration, driving substantial improvement in service delivery and trade facilitation. In recent years, smuggling has posed an increasing threat to our economy and security, depriving the government of revenue and undermining local industries. The Nigeria Customs Service has risen to this challenge through various anti-smuggling campaigns and seizures. Yet, we must go further by strengthening our border security and deploying advanced monitoring technology to detect and prevent illegal activities. Collaborative operations with military and law enforcement agencies will enhance our enforcement capacity. Combating smuggling is not only an economic duty, but a moral one, as it protects our industries, secures jobs, and upholds the integrity of the lawful trade. A motivated workforce is essential for a productive customs service. Recognizing this, it is imperative to focus on improving employee welfare, including health benefits, housing, and retirement packages. Additionally, career development pathways should be clear and rewarding, with transparent process for promotions and postings. By fostering a supportive environment, we will empower our officers to give their best in the service of Nigeria. Section 18, sub 1A of your new act has made adequate provision for financing of customs service operation. Finally, the service must recognize that its works affect every Nigerian, from manufacturers to traders to consumers, and the service is to public to communicate effectively to them. Continuous public engagement and outreach programs can educate the general public and stakeholders on service operation. Engaging communities near borders, educating them on the dangers of smuggling, and offering alternative livelihood programs can reduce the insensitive for illicit activities and build a cooperative relationship with the public. In conclusion, the Nigeria Customs Service is at a critical juncture with visionary leadership, dedicated officers, and strategic reforms. The Nigeria Customs Service is positioned to become a model for customs service across Africa. By this journey requires commitment from every member of the service and support from all stakeholders. Let us seize this opportunity to build a customs service that is resilient, transparent, and dedicated to national development. To the Controller General of Customs, Basiru Adewale Adeniyi, and all other customs officers here, present here today, I reaffirm our support from the legislative arm as we work together towards a customs service that will secure Nigeria's economic future. Thank you all for your dedication, and may this conference be a productive step forward. Long live Nigeria Customs Service, long live Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Thank you very much, Honorable Abejide. Quickly, we just recognize the presence of the representative of the Honorable Minister of Marine and Blue Economy. You know that ministry is also a key partner with the Nigeria Customs Service. His Excellency, the Honorable Minister, Mr. Isiaka Adegboyega Oyetola, is represented by Mr. Olayinka Olusanya. Highly recognize, sir. When you give instruction, when leaders give instruction, they achieve a lot. But when they give encouragement, they achieve everything. The Honorable Minister of Finance and the Coordinating Minister of the Economy, as the chairman of the Nigeria Customs Service Board, has been given a lot of encouragement, and you can see the results very glaring. I invite the Honorable Minister of State, kindly step up, ma'am, to deliver the Honorable Minister's remarks. Please welcome Mrs. Doris Uzoka Anita.
Your Excellency, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, GCFR, ably represented by the National Security Advisor, Malam Nuhu Ribadu, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellencies, esteemed guests, please permit me to stand on existing protocols. And here, representing the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, and he sends his esteemed regards to everyone, and he's not able to attend because of other pressing national assignments. It's an honor to be here with you today at the 2024 Comptroller General's Conference of the Nigerian Customs Service. I must begin by thanking the Comptroller General of the Nigerian Customs Service, Mr. Bashir Adewale Adeniyi, MFR, for inviting me to this very important conference. This year's theme, Nigeria's Customs Service, Engaging Traditional and New Partners with Purpose, is not only timely, but essential as we look to strengthen Nigeria's role in global trade and reinforce the partnerships that drive our economy forward. The Nigerian Customs Service has long played a pivotal role in supporting Nigeria's economic growth. This annual conference provides an opportunity to review operational strategies, align with global standards, and strengthen relationships with stakeholders, all with the aim of advancing our nation's economic interests. Today, we are here to reaffirm our commitment to those goals, recognizing the central role that the Nigerian Customs Service plays in revenue generation, trade facilitation, and the modernization of our trade infrastructure. Trade is critical to our dear country's future and our fortunes, as it has the potential to stimulate economic growth by providing access to new markets, creating jobs, and lifting millions out of poverty. As evidenced by a World Bank study, developing countries who increased their share of global exports from 16% to 30% between 1990 and 2017 were able to grow their economy and seeing their global poverty rate fall from 36% to 9%, thus demonstrating the transformative power of global trade. A nation can, however, only take advantage of the prosperity generated by trade when robust trade facilitation measures have been put in place. I therefore commend the Nigerian Customs Service for putting in place initiatives such as this conference and a time-release study launched earlier this year to enhance trade facilitation in Nigeria. In our increasingly interconnected world, effective customs operations hinges on robust partnerships. Customs administrations globally are transforming to keep pace with technological advancements and solving trade demands. Here in Nigeria, we are no different. This theme of engaging both traditional and new partners speaks to the collaborative spirit required to address modern challenges in trade, from compliance and security to the facilitation of goods and services across our borders. The Ministry of Finance recognizes that balanced, well-structured partnerships are key to making progress. Our role in crafting trade policies and regulatory frameworks aims to support the effort of the Nigerian Customs Service, ensuring a system that is fair, efficient, and growth-oriented. Today, we are advancing Nigeria's competitive edge by building an enabling environment where trade can thrive while securing the nation's interests. During the course of this conference, we will be addressing one of the major challenges facing the Nigerian Customs Administration, the need to strike a balance, a very delicate balance between revenue generation and facilitating smooth flow of trade. Customs administrations plays a very crucial role, and of course a dual role, acting both as guardians of national revenue while also serving as enablers of global commerce. On one hand, they are tasked with collecting duties and taxes, which are critical for funding public services and supporting government initiatives. On the other hand, they must ensure that legitimate trade is not hindered by unnecessary delays, burdensome procedures, or excessive scrutiny. Achieving this balance is becoming increasingly more complex in today's interconnected world, where supply chains span multiple countries and trade volumes are higher than ever. Modern customs administrations must navigate a range of challenges, including combating illicit trade, ensuring border security, and adapting to evolving regulatory frameworks. At the same time, they must embrace new technologies and practices to streamline operations, enhance transparency, and reduce trade costs. As we engage in this dialogue, we must remain mindful of this dual mandate of enhancing revenue collection while reducing trade barriers, creating a system that supports business growth, encourages investment, and safeguards Nigeria's economic sovereignty. Therefore, collaboration across sectors and between agencies is not merely beneficial, it is actually very essential for us to meet these objectives. In the past year, the Customs Service has made tremendous strides, not only in achieving record-breaking revenue targets, but also in advancing modernization efforts that align with international best practices. I want to commend the Customs Service for its commitment to efficiency, as seen in initiatives such as automation, 24-hour cargo clearance, and the development of the Authorized Economic Operator Program. These efforts are the building blocks of a customs system that can meet Nigeria's present and future needs. I congratulate the CG and the Customs Service for their remarkable achievement in surpassing their revenue target for year 2024. Congratulations. Our administration's recent reforms under the visionary leadership of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, reflects our commitment to creating an environment conducive to trade and investment, fostering the President's promise of removing bottlenecks and red tapes hindering the ease of doing business in Nigeria. By implementing a more market-driven approach and aligning our policies with the broader goals of the African Continental Free Trade Area, we are positioning Nigeria as a vital trading hub on the continent. These reforms are designed to foster economic resilience, boost non-oil exports, and ultimately drive prosperity across Nigeria in the not-too-distant future. Looking ahead, I am confident that by continuing to strengthen our partnerships, investing in technology, and upholding the highest standards of professionalism, the Nigerian Customs Service will be well equipped to support our collective vision of economic prosperity. The success of customs operations directly influences our country's economic trajectory, and it is through our joint efforts that we can secure a prosperous future for Nigeria. I therefore encourage all of us here to approach this conference with renewed purpose, seeking collaborative solutions that enhance both Nigeria's economic stability and its integration into the global trade network. Together, we can achieve a customs service that is not only efficient, but also a true enabler of growth, innovation, and shared success. Thank you all, and may this conference be both productive and inspiring. May God bless Nigeria.
Thank you very much. We will be taking goodwill messages from very highly distinguished stakeholders, but because of time, we want to appeal to all our stakeholders. You know you are all very important, and we want to hear from you, but we are really pressed for time. So we'll be taking only 2. There is a way out, though. You can write your goodwill message and send it to the Secretariat, and the CG will see it. So the first one will be from none other than the Chief of Defense Staff of Nigeria. Please welcome General Christopher Musa, OFR, as he speaks on behalf of the armed forces of this country.
Thank you very much. His Excellency, the Special Guest of Honor, the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, ably represented by our own, the National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu. Please, it was just stated that we're running for time, so permit me to stand on the already established protocol. It is with profound honor that I stand before you today at this important gathering of stakeholders dedicated to enhancing efficiency, collaboration, and overall impact of the Nigerian Customs Service. The theme of this year's conference, engaging traditional and new partners with purpose, resonates deeply with the strategic imperatives of our time. The Nigerian Customs Service remains a vital institution in securing our borders, facilitating legitimate trade, and contributing significantly to national revenue. As the complexities of the global trade and security environment evolve, so too must our approaches to collaboration and innovation. The Nigerian Customs Service is not just a revenue-generating agency, it is also a critical partner in safeguarding national security. Its role in curbing smuggling, combating illicit trade, and ensuring compliance with international trade agreements cannot be overstated. As Chief of Defense Staff, I deeply appreciate the synergy that exists between the Armed Forces and the Nigerian Customs Service in addressing shared challenges from transnational crime to border management. We are indeed partners in progress. Engaging with traditional partners, including government agencies, international organizations, and long-standing trade entities, remains central to the Nigerian Customs Service operations. This partnership, built on mutual trust and shared objectives, have been instrumental in strengthening the Customs Service's capacity to deliver on its mandate. It is therefore imperative to nurture these relationships further, ensuring that they adapt to changing circumstances and align with contemporary realities. Just as the theme suggests, we must also be forward-thinking and inclusive in engaging new partners. The digital age has introduced dynamic players into the trade and security landscape, including technology companies, private sector innovators, and non-governmental organizations. These new partners bring fresh perspective, cutting-edge technologies, and innovative solutions that can revolutionize custom operations. For example, integration of artificial intelligence, data analytics, and blockchain technology into customs procedures can enhance transparency, improve efficiency, and mitigate corruption. Partnering with tech-driven entities can also facilitate better intelligence sharing, helping to address emerging threats such as cybercrime, trafficking, and terrorism. Purposeful engagement demands clear objectives, mutual accountability, and a commitment to excellence. It is not enough to partner for the sake of partnership. We must ensure that each collaboration advances the strategic goals of the Nigerian Customs Service, strengthens Nigeria's economic position, and enhances the safety and security of our people. To this end, I urge the leadership of the Nigerian Customs Service to prioritize capacity building, knowledge exchange, and joint training initiatives with both traditional and new partners. Strengthening the professional competence of customs officers is key to leveraging this partnership effectively. And so I'm proud to have heard what you mentioned earlier, what your steps you are taking to enhance the capacity of custom personnel. Once again, let me reaffirm the commitment of the Nigerian forces to working closely with the Nigerian Customs Service. We have been together all through. Our shared mandate to secure Nigeria's borders and protect its sovereignty requires seamless coordination and information sharing. Together, we can combat the myriad of security challenges facing our nation, including the trafficking of arms, drugs, and other contraband that fuel insecurity. In conclusion, let us approach this conference as an opportunity to redefine collaboration and chart a course for a more resilient, efficient, and purpose-driven Nigeria Customs Service. The success of our engagements, traditional and new, rest to our collective will to innovate, adapt, and deliver results. I commend the Comptroller General of Customs, his team for organizing this timely and strategic conference. It's noteworthy that we have known ourselves since we were junior officers, and it is good to see that we are at this stage together. Congratulations. I trust that the deliberations here will yield actionable insights and pave the way for sustained growth and success in the years to come. I want to also seize this opportunity to appeal to Nigerians that the challenges we're facing is not new. They are here, but they will pass. We all need to work together as a team. Every Nigerian should take this challenge as a Nigerian challenge, and together we will succeed. Thank you for the privilege of addressing this distinguished assembly. May the outcomes of this conference strengthen the Nigerian Customs Service and by extension our great nation, Nigeria. God bless the Nigerian Customs Service. God bless the Nigerian Armed Forces. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, one more Goodwill message that will be taken on this stage today. And as we said, you can put yours together and send it to the Secretariat. It will be passed on to the CG. We welcome another great Nigerian who served as Controller General of Customs from 2004 to 2008. And indeed, he made very significant contributions to laying the foundation of the success that the Nigeria Customs Service is enjoying today. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this great Nigerian today sits on the throne as the Gwam Jos. He is also the chairman of the Plateau State Traditional Council. Please welcome His Royal Majesty for his Goodwill address, former Customs Controller General Da Jacob Giang Buba, CFR, OFR, the Bongon Jos, and the Chancellor of the Nnamdi Azikiwe University. You are most welcome, sir.
Thank you. The special guest of honor, the person of the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Ahmed Tinubu GCFR, ably represented by someone that I had the privilege to work with. That is the NSA, Ribadu. We are here to celebrate with customs. Let me say it's 20 years this year since I became CG of Customs. So you can see how archaic we are. And there are others before me who are more archaic than me. With us here is retired General Ango and my very good friend Ahmed Mustafa Sadaunan Adamaha and Dr. Bernard Mwadialo. We are pleased to come and celebrate with our younger brothers and sisters who have not only kept the flag flying, but have honestly improved on what we did. We want to appreciate all government agencies that are collaborating with them. And we pray that the customs will continue to grow from strength to strength. Just like members of the National Assembly have ably said, they need support. And we are happy that government is giving the support needed. We'll also want to thank other government agencies for their collaborations, as testified by the Chief of Defense Staff himself. And with this, we will definitely continue to march forward. So on behalf of My former colleagues, we want to appreciate you. Bashir Adeni, for a job well done. And we appreciate all officers who are cooperating with him. We pray that the Nigeria Customs Service will continue to rise from strength to strength and help in repositioning Nigeria as our own dear country, our motherland. We wish you a successful conference and pray for all of you who've come from all over the place. As you go back, the Lord God will take all of you back in safety. We thank you and God bless.
Thank you very much, sir. Words of the elders are the words of wisdom. We have the keynote address that will be taken shortly. And that keynote address is from none other than the former Honorable Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy of this country. Today, she sits at the international table as the Director General of the World Trade Organization. Highly respected Nigerian, globally acclaimed for the great job that she's doing as DG of WTO. So we take the keynote address from Dr. Mrs. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, which will be delivered by video. Thank you, studio. Are we there?
To try and implement joint the special guest of honor, distinguished invited guests, I believe if you are proud to have the Secretary General of the WTO to be a Nigerian, please a round of applause for her, please. We are gradually coming to the end of this auspicious occasion. At this juncture, may I respectfully invite the chairman of this occasion, the Comptroller General of Customs, B.A. Adeni, to invite the special guest of honor, His Excellency, the President, Commander-in-Chief of Armed Forces, Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, ably represented by His Excellency Nuhu Ribadu, for a formal opening address. The CGC, sir.
Thank you. You may be seated. The President of the Senate, represented by Senator Jibril Issa, Chairman, Senate Committee on Customs. The Speaker, also represented here, Speaker, House of Representatives, represented by Representative Honorable Leke Abejide, Chairman, House Committee on Customs. Our second minister in the Ministry of Finance, and representing Minister in charge of our economy. You are welcome. The Chief of Defense Staff, our own, a leader of leaders. We are all happy and pleased with you. Welcome. And all other service chiefs who are here, I can see the Controller General of Immigration, DG DSS, I thought he was here. He's always quiet, you know. I want to bring him and show him publicly, but I don't know if he will agree. He's here. And many others. Probably I don't have to be calling all the names, but there are so many leaders of various different agencies, security and others here. Of course, our very special leaders, traditional rulers, former chiefs who are here. We've had the special honor to listen to His Royal Highness, our own Jacob Bubajang, and that's why we have peace in Plateau State now. A round of applause for him. And also my own senior brother, second in command, Lamido, and Sardauna of Adama. I didn't know he was here. Good afternoon, sir. And many other former CGs, I understand Bernard Wadialo is here. Of course, our own General Sam Ango. How are you, sir? It's good to have you all here. Of course, so many other guests. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm bringing the greetings of Mr. President, our own Commander-in-Chief, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He said, I should thank you. Thank you for making time. Welcome you and also wish you success This is a very important conference, and we have had a lot already. Many things that have been said here are things that Nigerians need to know. And there are so many things happening in our country today. A lot. Many things that we want to call Tinubu gains. Changes taking place, reforms. From now, going forward, Nigerians are going to see things. Already, a couple of things are happening. And that's why I'm happy to see our own general leading many others here. For the first time in our country, the entire security sector, leaders are working as one. Armed forces, intelligence communities, civil police, all others. I want to assure you, tell Nigerians that for the first time, maybe ever, more than ever before, we work as a team, one. And we are beginning to see the gains, what we call Tinubu gains. Hundreds of bandits are killed today, every day. Tinubu gains. You move everywhere in our own country today, free of fear. Tinubu gains. Things are changing. These so-called Lakura or whatever you call them, they are making a mistake. Nobody ever dares Tinubu and win. Nobody. They have come at a wrong time. Nobody has ever defeated Tinubu. And you are going to be defeated, and we'll kick you out of Nigeria. This is a Nigeria of 2024. And this is a Nigeria where I can assure you the critics will be quiet. One after the other. Things will change in our country. And it's already changing. Many parts of our country today is living in peace. Go to the Niger Delta. Things have changed. Today, we have gotten to 1.8 million barrels of crude oil. We have not seen this for a long time. Tinubu gains. Southeast is getting to be at peace with itself and with the rest of our country. The bandits are running left, right. Every single day we are getting people who are surrendering. I was talking with the general. As of today, even right now, we have places where we are receiving surrendered bandits. It's happening every day. And it will happen more. Just wait and see. Critics, we will shut you up. We will do that. And things are changing, like I said. Beginning little by little, this welfare to the rich is stopping, is coming to an end in Nigeria. Special things going to the very rich, no more. Central bank is clean. Nobody is making one dime in our central bank. Unlike up to 2023. Tinubu gains. And the naira will be stabilized. It will be stabilized. Wait and see. It will come. And like I said, we work together as a team, all of us. Today, the whole world is looking for President Tinubu. I just got back yesterday from India. The Prime Minister is coming tomorrow. I mean on the 15th, sorry. President of Germany is coming. They have invited him to G20. Already we are back to BRICS. President of France is looking. There are more than 20 requests for President Tinubu to visit. And many are also looking forward to coming here. Tinubu gains. Things are changing. And it's true. And I just heard what our controller, very amiable Bashir, told us. For the first time, you know, we are hitting 5.something trillion. Tinubu gains. Tinubu gains. And it's happening all over. And we are just 1 year, 7 months. Let them wait and see 2025. It will happen. We will secure this country. We will fix it. We are not jokers. Tinubu is a success. It has never been a failure with him. We will fix our country. Nigeria will be up. And that's why we are proud. Like I told you, we lost one of us, very painful one. We lost Lagbaja, a personal loss to President Tinubu, and also to me, an incredibly good person, very loyal, very, very committed, very honest. He served his country well. May his soul rest in peace. And there are many like him. I don't think we have ever had a team like this. You know, the surprising thing people don't know, how we have become a family. Those who are working for President Tinubu, we are one. We do things together. We speak with one voice. We will work and we will achieve results. Boko Haram today is running out. Today they have moved to Chad. Most of them have moved to Chad, and that's why the president of Chad declared war on them in the last 1 week, if you know what is going on in Chad. In spite of the challenges and difficulties we've encountered since we came in, what happened in Niger and a couple of other states, but we still are holding our ground. We'll change this place. It will be over soon. It will stop. We are not playing. And I'm telling you, critics will always be there. Politics will be played. But soon, they will have not much to talk about. I'm here to deliver. I represent our president, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, at this opening ceremony of the 2024 Controller General of Customs Conference at Transcorp Hilton Hotel, Abuja. And he said, I should tell you, you are doing extremely well. He's proud of you. He's happy with the work I do. Yes, keep it up. And that is it, part of the Tinubu gains. Nobody will be brought again outside to come and head organizations like your own. The era of bringing a retired person is over. It didn't happen with customs, it did not happen with SSS, it did not happen with NIA. It will not happen anywhere again. These career officers, you will aspire to be leaders. In customs, we were witnesses of what our Royal Highness did, and also my own senior brother did as leaders of customs, because they were professionals. They grew through the ranks. They did exceptionally well. Tinubu gained, no more again, outside from work. I am delighted, and I am now President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I am delighted to join you at this year's Controller General Conference. I salute the officers and men of the Nigerian Customs Service for the dedication to duty and service to our dear nation. When I assumed office last year, I set out with a clear and unwavering vision to strengthen Nigeria's economy and foster growth and development for the benefit of all. 18 months later, the vision remains unchanged. In pursuing this vision, we have built upon existing foundations while introducing necessary reforms to adapt to our evolving economic realities. Our focus has been on reaffirming what needs improvement and introducing new initiatives where gaps exist. We have That is why today customs is at the center of our national security. Everything we are doing in maintaining law and order, security of in our country, the customs do have a seat there. They participate fully, they are involved, both economy and the security. We pursued this vision and embarked on bold and necessary economic reforms, working with expert advice and carefully considering our unique circumstance. We implemented policy adjustments to strengthen our economy. The removal of the fuel subsidy and the unification of our exchange rate system were crucial steps towards building a more transparent and sustainable economy. While these decisions required short-term adjustments from all Nigerians, they was essential to redirect our resources towards productive investment to yield long-term benefits from our people. These reforms have already shown positive results, setting the stage for sustainable economic growth and improved prosperity for all Nigerians. Building on this foundation, we have expanded our focus to strengthen Nigeria's global trade and investment position. Through strategic initiatives, we are enhancing trade facilitation, modernizing our port infrastructure, and streamlining business processes to reduce trade barriers. Our commitment to creating an enabling business environment has resonated with the international community. The confidence bestowed on our economy is reflected, and that is the truth, in the significant surge in foreign direct investments. In less than 2 years in office, my administration has received over $30 billion in commitments from foreign investors. $30 billion commitments. This achievement demonstrates that our policies yield positive results, making Nigeria increasingly attractive for domestic and international investors. More importantly, these improvements create new opportunities for Nigerian businesses to participate more actively in global trade. The reforms taking place in our country today is reflected in the interest that is shown. 1 year, 7 months, 1 year, 8 months, clearly tells you it's a period that you convince them to come. And how do you measure it? Is by these commitments. It's just 1 year, 7, 8 months, and look at it. Just give us 1 year and see when it is going to be a reality, and it is going to happen. Central in the success of these economic initiatives is the role of our strategic institutions and their dedicated personnel. Our vision demands the proactive alignment of government agencies with statutory responsibilities and the broader national economic objectives. The objective is for agencies to identify the opportunities within their mandates that can serve and advance our national aspirations. I am pleased to note that the Nigerian Customs Service is one of the agencies that has risen to the expectation, demonstrating how government institutions can effectively contribute to our transformation agenda while fulfilling their core mandates. They have rendered, I'm from a border community. Customs have now taken things across the border. If you hear the way they are complaining, every day I will get calls. This custom, what sort of thing is this? How can you talk to him? And the surprising thing about him is that for the first time, I'm from the border communities. I know what for the first time, those powerful security. And the surprising thing about him is that for the first time, I'm from the border communities. I know what for the first time, those powerful security chiefs who serve, I don't want to be putting names, including our military, that's the thing, what is going on in Nigeria. Instantly, we have situations in Adamawa. And we spoke to the general, Christopher Musa. We spoke to Lagbaja. Within days, the entire team, generals among them, were taken out. Completely. This is a new thing. We have followed it. We did work as team, all of us. You know, early this year, we had this crisis of the food shortage and food security. We came in, working as a team. Within a short period of time, we stopped the export. When our Naira collapsed around February, March, you know, it was a stampede, taking things out of our country, everything. There was a day, within a period of 24 hours, customs and all of us together literally arrested more than 500 trucks. Yes, and returned it back to Nigeria. Yes. Our own foodstuffs were going up to Senegal at a point. And people don't know this issue when we talk about this subsidy. We are just subsidizing people outside. Our own products, our own PMS was going all over. Now for the first time, many of the countries, they are ordering for supply from outside. Never before they were doing it. Yes, the traffickers, the Vitols, the Delaney's are now beginning to say they are supplying Ghana, they are supplying Cameroon. Before, no. It was all coming through Nigeria. Subsidy, our own money that we take, that literally brought NNPC to its knees. We were subsidizing them, subsidizing Niger, subsidizing Chad, subsidizing Burkina Faso, Cameroon, Benin Republic, Ghana. And also subsidizing these smart Nigerians calling themselves oil marketers. It was subsidy to them. Nigeria is the only country in the world where everybody is an oil marketer. Thousands and thousands. Just count number of filling stations. Just every one of you mentally. From Abuja, if you went to Kaduna, you will count 100 different AA this, BB this, where this. It's the subsidy thing. It's over. It's over. This welfare to them is over. And like I said, our commitment to creating an enabling business environment enrollment has resonated with the international community. The confidence, of course, like I said, but central to the success of these economic initiatives is the role of our strategic institutions and their dedicated personnel. Our vision demands the proactive alignment of government agencies with statutory responsibility. I have said it. The alignment is demonstrated in the service's comprehensive modernization agenda, responding to our administration's call for enhanced trade facilitation and economic growth. The service has introduced significant reforms, including the advanced ruling system and the authorized economic operator program. These initiatives align with global best practices and show how agencies can innovatively implement solutions that advance our national economic objectives. The result of these initiatives have been encouraging. The Nigerian Customs Service has shown remarkable progress in revenue generation. We have had it. Enhancing the government's capacity to fund critical national development projects. The service is also strengthening Nigeria's position as a trade-friendly nation through strategic reforms, particularly in export promotion and port efficiency. This has contributed significantly to our improved global ranking and ease of doing business, in addition to fighting corruption within the agencies. Yes, it's talking much about improved global ranking and ease of doing business. The service has also demonstrated that effective trade facilitation can coexist with robust regulatory compliance, as evidenced by the enhanced border security and anti-smuggling operations in the country. These achievements affirm our administration's belief that public institutions can effectively drive transformative change when adequately aligned with national objectives. While these results are encouraging, they represent only the beginning of what we can achieve through focused institutional reforms. It is therefore fitting that this conference centers on the theme Nigeria Customs Service engaging traditional and new partners with purpose. This theme reflects our administration's broader vision of fostering strategic partnerships and collaborative approaches to governance and economic management. It acknowledges that sustainable progress in today's interconnected global economy requires us to strengthen existing alliances while building new ones, always guided by clear purpose and shared objectives. Let me assure you that our administration remains committed in supporting the Nigerian Customs Service in its modernization and reform initiatives. We will continue to provide the necessary policy backing and support to strengthen the service capacity to deliver its mandate. This includes support for technological advancement, infrastructure development, and capacity building programs that will align with global best practices. As you convene for your deliberations over the next few days, I urge you to build on these foundations with clear cognizance of our regional and continental obligations. Your discussions should be timely and strategic, considering Nigeria's role in the African continental free trade area and our position as West Africa's largest economy. I implore you to focus on innovative approaches to strengthen existing partnerships and forge new ones to advance our national interests within this expanding trade landscape. Your deliberations should chart a path for enhancing our trade processes and compliance frameworks in ways that position Nigeria for greater opportunities presented by regional and continental integration, while maintaining robust border security. The outcomes of this conference should provide a clear roadmap for achieving the objectives in line with our national economic aspirations. To our international partners, and I'm sure many are here, and stakeholders present today, your participation at this conference exemplifies the global dimension of our reform agenda. As Africa's largest economy, Nigeria is determined to deepen the integration into global value chains and strengthen the position as a reliable trading partner. Our commitment to sustainable economic reforms, trade facilitations, creation of an enabling business environment is firm and irreversible. We see our international partnerships as crucial catalysts in our journey towards becoming a more competitive player in global trade, particularly as we position ourselves to harness the opportunities presented by expanding regional and continental markets. Distinguished participants, as we forge ahead with this partnership and celebrate our progress thus far, we must focus on the journey ahead. Economic reforms is a continuous process that requires sustained commitment and adaptation to emerging global trends. The Nigeria Customs Service as a critical facilitator of international trade and guardian of our borders, emerging global trends. The Nigeria Customs Service as a critical facilitator of international trade and guardian of our borders will continue to play a fundamental role in advancing our national economic objectives. The success of our reform agenda significantly depends on the service's ability to balance trade facilitation with regulatory compliance while fostering meaningful partnerships. As I declare this conference open, I encourage all participants to bring their expertise, insights, and innovative ideas to the discussions ahead. Your deliberations over the next few days should address current challenges and anticipate future developments in global trade. The collective outcome of your engagement will be invaluable in shaping Nigeria's trade policies and strengthening our position in the international trading system. I look forward to receiving the recommendations from this conference, particularly those that will enhance our trade facilitation initiatives while ensuring the effective administration of our borders. Thank you all very much once again, and God bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Shall we have a presidential applause for our special guest of honor, please? Distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, we are gradually coming to the end of this opening ceremony. Before the conclusion, there are some announcements. Immediately after the national anthem, we are going to have a photograph session in this category. The NSA, that is the president who is the special guest of honor represented by the NSA, the CDS, the ministers, head of agencies, and other special guests. We have received the first goodwill message from the COA president. Please, a round of applause for the COA. Also, we have skipped the first panelist session will take place immediately, 15 minutes after the closing ceremony. Please, so we expect members to come back in 15 minutes for the first panelist session. Distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming and for honoring this occasion. On this note, shall we all rise for the national anthem of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? Thank you.